Pollinator Power Hub, Urban Ecotones at Islais Creek by Javier Breceda and Roxana Breceda. Situated in the southeastern corner of San Francisco, there is an African American community who has lived in the Bayview Hunters Point neighborhood for more than 60 years. The community has been exposed to constant industrial development, such as butcheries, naval shipyards, and contaminating coal power plants, impacting the urban fabric, environment, and community. Since the 1960s, Bayview Hunters Point has experienced pollution, declining infrastructure, substandard housing, limited employment, and racial discrimination, factors which enforced and created a strong, powerful, prideful, and united community. Today, the Bayview Hunters Point area is a heavy industrialized and polluted neighborhood. The environmental injustice is seen in the lack of green areas and large amounts of impervious surfaces, making it challenging for the area to regenerate its oxygen, water, and soils. Everyone has the right to breathe clean air, access clean water, and have healthy soils. Besides the environmental injustice the Bayview Hunters Point community is exposed to, it is also exposed to the current and future effects of climate change, such as sea level rise and the increase of temperatures. The increase in temperatures has been directly affecting our pollinators' population as these organisms are sensitive to high temperatures. Pollinators are animals that cause plants to reproduce and produce fruits and seeds by moving pollen from the female anther of a flower to a female stigma. Pollinators play a vital role in our ecosystems. Pollinators are bees, moths, butterflies, hummingbirds, bats, amongst other birds and insects. They are responsible for more than 85% of all flowering plants and one-third of food production. It is essential to help our pollinators as our ecosystem and food production depends on them. One of the strategies to help pollinators is to grow pollinator-friendly flowering vegetation, but we need to plant organic, free, systematic plants, which means that the plant was not treated with insecticides or fungicides. These chemicals are part of another element that is clean our pollinators, as those chemicals are carried throughout the plant into the flower's pollen, poisoning our pollinators. Our site is located at Islais Creek, a heavy industrialized zone of Bayview, with very low green areas in comparison to the entire city of San Francisco, where we are proposing the Pollinator Power Hub, a hydro and earth floating solar power generating structure that will inhabit pollinators and Bayview community. The Pollinator Power Hub is a community center which its main goal is to regenerate and create a thriving, diverse, sustainable ecosystem with clean air, water, and soil. While taking care of our pollinators, the Bayview community will also pollinate the city and be pollinated with the power of information, environmental awareness, and the celebration of their pride, culture, and roots.